Because I think it takes us all. It's just that this dude has come out with a lot of stuff since the very beginning that wasn't true. It just wasn't true. And if you have creators that are coming out with some stupid bullshit, why are you going to go on their channel and thank them? Do your due diligence, you know? I don't think that we as grown adults here on social media are doing our due diligence with creators. You want to follow somebody, you want to be all up in their chat, you want to support them, that's your dime, okay? That's your dime, that's your time. But I'll be damned, I cannot believe how many thousands of people will be in a damn chat with some stupid ass chatter, watching somebody nod the hell out and just talking stupid shit, common shit, talking about a creator, talking about getting sued, talking about some stupid ass shit. Has nothing to do with finding these kids. Why would other people spend their time and energy into something like that? It baffles me. I'm just baffled by it. Thank you for you, Jeff. My right hand. My honey baby boo. It is funny, Chris. It is funny. All of a sudden, calling in nightly to Dolly. It's crazy. It's crazy. When I was told that this dude was so, put up on the pedestal by Dolly, I was surprised. Yeah. Said the Sox ran him off his land. Dude said that they found his hands and his what did he say? That they found his hands and his legs and latex gloves and all kinds of shit that he said that they found at the landfill. It was going to come out. He had all this inside knowledge. Dude, produce the fucking emails or just, produce them emails, honey. We calling you out, okay? We calling you out. We want to see the emails. Well, I've got this and, I've got this, information, this email. It wasn't supposed to be sent to me. It was from a retired cop. Why has the retired cop got any of this information, Liane?
Sorry,
Anybody
I just
know?
muted, honey.
That's
Well,
okay.
exactly. Well, this is what I was wondering. I'm like, okay, so why is the retired cop the one sending him information? And surely a retired officer has numerous years of experience, doesn't send confidential videos out. And if he did, I'm pretty sure he didn't instruct you, quote unquote, to go live as long as you don't mention names.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the police officer did not. He made it sound as if that was an instruction. Anyway.
Chris, it's up to anybody's speculation because this dude he's just putting out some shit and everybody's like, oh God, just jumping on it like a damn train. I don't know. I'll put the link down. He can come up on the channel and explain himself. Shit or get off the pot. Don't act like you got some kind of insider information and you're going to dance around it. I'm tired of dancing. Damn.
Well, if he made that up, he went through months.
Rich and Ruby.
Before
Jeff
I really...
Jeff will put in the link. We'll go ahead and link his ass.
Well, it was disturbing for me because I was a little hopeful.
I'm sorry, Liane. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, sweetie. No, it's okay. There's a delay. I was just saying I was upset because originally I didn't realize who this guy was. Like I don't do things on the YouTube streets the same way. And so I thought, well, he was rhyming off dates that he received reports from. up until June 2025, he mentions KP's arrest warrant, which surely is not meant to be public information. And if he's making lies out of things and he's mentioning dates, I was actually going, oh my God, maybe the police are investigating. Wow, there's a report as recent as June 2025. Like for the few seconds I listened, I got some reinvigoration about law enforcement. I thought, oh, maybe I'm giving them some bad, juju when they don't deserve it. And this guy's up here, if he's spreading lies, uh, if you don't send that to the FBI, I will, because that is just these
What you
people
said,
that are,
girl.
yeah,
Yeah, don't be
like,
fucking playing. Don't be playing. We ain't no fiddle. We want to play. We can go to the park. Don't be fucking playing with our emotions. What you said, Liane. I'll shut up now.
no, I was just like, well, it's not fair to Seth. It's not fair to anybody. If it's not truthful, then you shouldn't be out there speaking it. So,
Right?
it's this is the bull crap that drives me nuts. And it's on everybody in the community. It's on us as creators, number one. And I have to own it too. It's on the watchers. No offense to the watchers, but it's truly who you decide to watch and who you decide to
Right.
support, and whether you're willing to take a stand and say, I'm not going to support Krama. I want to find people who really want to find these kids. It's up to you guys. It's up to the whole freaking community. It really truly is. Like, let's get the focus back on truth and facts and finding these kids, not clicks and views and bullshit taglines. Breaking news. Sorry, I love Bullhorn, but I was pissed the other day because I clicked on Bullhorns thinking it was breaking news. There was nothing fucking new there. There's a couple of times I put boom or something because boom, something happened. And yes, there is an algorithm, but breaking news over something that was reported 3 months ago is clearly not breaking news. So, no offense to Bullhorn, I'm just using that as an example. It's fucking annoying. It's not
It is
truthful,
annoying.
and it's not helping the kids be found. So,
Oh, I love her
I'm
too.
also
I love her
tired
too.
of it.
I think she works. I think she works her ass off, and I think she scared the shit out of Chris and Katie with her bullhorn, and I think it's fucking hilarious. At the same
Yeah.
time, I totally understand where you're coming from, because it's like, look, where do you weed out the bullshit, and where do you really get into finding these kids? Where is your heart at truly? Because if you are, I mean, we're responsible adults here. We should be, right? If you are supporting channels, if you are giving your time and your attention and your likes to channels that are not finding these kids, what the hell are you doing? You're wasting your time. And it is your time. It's your time. It's your money. It's all that. But I'm just baffled that this dude with Rich and Ruby, and I'm answering your question, Julia. Rich and Ruby, he puts out a video and it's going viral. Okay. Puts out this video that's going viral, and I can't play it. I don't want to play it anyway. Okay. It's going viral. And he is talking about, he never shows his face. Okay. And I do know that he has a relationship, or had a relationship, trying to have a relationship. I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. I do know that he tried to raise his subscribers by going on different channels like Dolly's, like Lady Freedom's. And he said in the very beginning, when Sebastian went missing, that there were certain things that were found at the landfill, and it was all going to come out. He had this insider knowledge. Now he's coming out saying he has insider knowledge about, oops, retired law enforcement sent it to me. I don't know. I can't say, blah, blah, blah. Shit or get off the pot. Show us. Don't just talk the talk. Walk it. Put your chest out. Walk it. because this dude don't have the best track record. So I'm calling him out. I'm telling him right now, show us the emails. What's them emails say, buddy? They came to you by mistake, but you don't want to say what's in it. I think what he was talking about with April 2nd and this one and that one, and criminal at Katie's house and all, sounds like Bullhorn Betty. Sounds like, when she filed with Bullhorn Betty, it doesn't sound like there's anything that we need to thank him for. He's
nothing
not
really relevant.
Sebastian. It's not relevant at fucking all. But y'all give your time and attention, and not y'all, I'm sorry. Not y'all. The people in the bushes, you know who you are. You want to give him time and attention and act like he's some fucking great person. It's clickbait. You damn right it's clickbait. Hey, Smack Talker, I'm going off. Liane is here to try to coach me and to calm me down here.
We'll take a couple of deep breaths.
That's the gist of it.
Yeah. Listen, you've been doing this longer than me. I have ranted, asked Chris, asked Kitty many times on my channel, cried many times on my channel, left YouTube, deleted all my files, announced I was leaving true crime 3 freaking times. So you are talking to somebody who gets it. It is beyond frustrating. It's beyond frustrating. And then we get all the hate because we are different. So it's hard. It's
okay. Let's
hard.
talk about this, Chris. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I'm fucking bitchy right now. Let's talk about this. Smiley was promoting him not long ago on her channel. Love Smiley. She does promote things that she finds that connects to her. Not faulting her for that, but there's a creator on fucking TikTok, and she knows who she is if she ever comes in this damn live, accusing me of being a hall monitor for Tony Mathis and Seth Rogers. That could be the last thing that I would ever be. And if you would know me, you would know fucking better than to say some dumb shit like that. You dumb bitch. I would never be a hall monitor. I'm scrolling through TikTok like everybody else, and she's going to get fucking paranoid. Bitch, pick a fucking side. Which side are you on? I told Smiley that. I told her about that bitch, and she still is always fucking putting her out there. Why? I'm about loyalty. I'm sorry. I want loyalty. I want people that are going to be true. I don't want no bullshit. You want to play? Go to the fucking park. You want to pull my strings? I ain't the one. I'm not a fucking violin. You ain't going to play me. You ain't going to manipulate me. And you damn sure ain't going to tell me that I'm being a fucking hall monitor for fucking Tony Mathis or Seth Rogers. Love you, Seth. But you know I ain't the one. And he knows I ain't the one. Gonna be no fucking hall monitor. I'm not the one reporting. I'm no fucking, no, I'm not the one. I'm not like that. They got other people like that. Not they, but other people have that shit. I'm not the one. Seth knows I'm not. No fucking hall monitor. Bitch, you can take it how you get it. And if she would ever come on here, she knows who the fuck I'm talking about. And Smiley, if you hear this, you know who I'm talking about. Talking about Seth flip-flopping and shit. Fucking pick a lane, bitch. Sorry, Liane. I'm just over
That's
it.
okay.
I'm really over
That's okay.
it.
Well, all we can do, I'm going to be coachy for a second, is just change it. If we don't like it, it's up to us to change it. And eventually, hopefully, other people will see what we do as valuable, and we'll just grow, supporting newer channels and just get a true crime community that really wants to collaborate and really wants to not think that one is above another. I mean, look, the mob crew does phenomenal fucking work. What could we do sitting in a room off camera, like truly fucking working and investigating with someone like Chris, someone like Betty that probably has more knowledge on this case than a lot of us. You know, what could we do together to literally look for these kids? I'm just tired of it. Like, every creator puts more hours behind the scene than y'all would even dare to even know about or imagine. And if we took that time and sat in a room with all these fucking tips and really brainstormed, it would be amazing. It would be amazing. We could, the bunch of shit, we could say, no, that was a dead end. I verified that. And Seth too, that was a dead end. Like, it's just frustrating. This is not, you know, I watched a video from a true crime YouTube, or not true crime, a YouTube creator on how to build your channel. And he was saying, you know, you got to transform lives. And I'm like, well, I'm true crime. Well, you're entertainment. No, I'm not fucking entertainment, dude. But I also don't want to coach people. But would I like to transform lives by finding missing kids and bringing them fucking home? Yeah, I surely fucking would. I was pissed off. I'm like, no, I'm not entertainment. And that's up to the viewers to stop treating it like this is fucking Netflix. This ain't a fucking movie. And I'm not ranting at you people. I'm just in general. These are real fucking lives. And I'm tired of these creators. Sorry, now I'm going to rant. That thinks it's fucking about clicks and fucking views. And they don't give a shit. You know how many fucking creators I have messaged to help me with that audio, to help me with clues? Not a fucking damn one of them, except for Justin from Clutch Them Pearls, gave me 2 fucking minutes. Not one. It's disgusting. What if that fucking audio is evidentiary? And most people that have listened to it think it is. You think you could get someone like Chris from the Mob Crew to fucking work on it? No. Because Stephen Crabtree told him it fucking wasn't real. How do you fucking know it's not real? You've never even taken the 5 minutes I asked you to fucking look at where it came from, dude. Anyways, it's not that I don't think he's phenomenal at what he does, y'all. He is phenomenal. But if you really wanted to find Sebastian, put your fucking ego in the background, get on the fucking panel and look at me with what I've got and tell me that ain't a fucking Ring camera video looking at the house where the people are walking by, Chris. Tell me that after you fucking look at it, not before.
Right.
And he wouldn't take the fucking 5 minutes to do it. That is the most infuriating thing of all. You know? I know you didn't, Seth. I know. But anyways, it's just bullshit. It's absolute fucking bullshit.
Yeah, if you have any information at all, anything that you think can bring Sebastian home, besides the connection with Canada today, we are Sebastian's Army at gmail.com. That's how you reach Seth. That's how you reach Seth. And I do want to give a special welcome for Angel for You. This baby has been boots on the ground. She has done all kinds of things for us to help find Sebastian. Angel for You. Hello, babe. You may not know her. You don't hear about her. You don't know her name. And there's a lot of people like her. A lot of people like Angel for You that you know nothing about. That doesn't want clicks and views, doesn't want anything in return, just wants to find Sebastian. I do want clicks and views. I do want attention on my work. So does Liane. We are different type of fighter in the Sebastian's army. We all play a role. And if we can just come together with the information that we know, instead of acting like your shit don't fucking stink, because everybody's shit stinks, okay? We just collaborate and we work together for a common cause. Great things happen. I agree, Mary. Sebastian does need to be talked about. And we have so many kids that are missing that have to be talked about. We have hundreds. I have hundreds of maps. Liane works hundreds of cases. We are working tirelessly for these kids.
Well, and people don't even know. Like Jen and I are texting each other. Like I'm texting her at 7 o'clock in the morning, and she's fucking answering, and vice versa, or 11 o'clock at night. Like sometimes I'm texting her, I'm falling asleep as I'm texting. We're working behind the scenes too. Not every day, but it's true, right? Like
Yeah.
it's and it just I just it's just frustrating because this is our heart, and it's just um some people just don't seem to be in it for the heart, and that's the type, it just drives me nuts. But I want to focus on positive though, Jen. We're just going to build a
Okay.
community of true crimers that really are passionate about it. We're just going to do it. We'll be the leaders. We'll do it.
Yeah, I've just got to, I've got to go through this energy with the dark moon, and I've got to really face the shadows and the triggers, because the dark moon does do that. And right now, the dark moon, like I said, is over Sebastian's sun. How he shines. How does he shine in Sag? How can we understand how Sebastian shines? He shines on his life path, y'all. His entire life path. Not all of us have a sun in our first house. He shines with religion, philosophy, long travels, other countries, other places, going far. That's how he shines. Do you understand what I'm saying? He shines going far, and he is in transit with Canada today. So we are talking about Sebastian in Canada and what this dude said, Rich and Ruby, about Chris Proudfoot in Canada.
Jen, SI officer wants to know from Seth, guaranteed that email is going to just be privately received from Seth. He doesn't want it going to anybody else because he wants to send Seth, from what I understand, something
Oh,
confidentially.
no, this is definitely a private email. This is Seth's private email. Yes. If Seth is still in the chat, he can tell you this is his private email. Nobody else is going to see it. This is private. No doubt about it. If you have any information at all, send it to him. Send it to him. Yeah. Anything. You know, anything at all. I'm going to post the link one more time. Anybody else want to come up and talk? Come on up.
I'll leave.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
I'll leave. I'll let someone else come up.
No.
Well, you want me to say? Oh, well, butterflies, if you know where, I mean, I just moved across from Ottawa, the capital, in Ontario, over the border to Quebec. So, I mean, it's a big province, but I can drive it quite easily. If we can get an address, I'll take a road trip.
What family does he have in Quebec? If you tell me this, that Chris has family in Quebec, butterflies are free to fly. Tell me where. Just tell me where. Yes, yeah. SIO, it says it is private. It is private. Hey, Hope Floats. Krista. Hope Floats, girl. You just now seen it. Where you been? Where you been? Where you been, girl? It is Chris. It is Seth. Yeah. And his email, everything about how you can get in touch with Seth, how you can support Seth. Anyway, it's on his channel. It's on Seth's channel. And if anybody can link him to it, that would be great. Any mods that can link to Seth's channel, that would be great. That would be wonderful. because we all really need to come together and put all of our information together to find this kid. And that's with any kid. You know, I mean, any parents that I reach out to that want my help, that give me birth times and things like that, I can admire that. I can respect that. Just let's don't play no games. There's no games that need to be played. I don't like head games. I don't like coulda, shoulda, woulda. None of that stuff. I want to know everything, anything and everything. I want to know that. You know, talking about the Martha Liane Green case. Once again, I mean, talking to some of the law enforcement officers that was on that case and talking to them about it. Let's don't stop, pussyfooting around. I'm giving you a location, and I don't know, y'all. I'm going to say this right now. If you're in Tennessee, you're going to be floored with this shit. And if you know anything about Tabitha Tudor's or Martha Liane Green case, you're going to be floored with this shit. Those cases could be connected. They could be connected by one person. And that's why we've got to be with law enforcement. The work that we do, that me and Liane do, it's best worked with the law enforcement, with the information that they know. With the information that they know. And the problem with the law enforcement is that they don't share information. And that's why another reason why I'm pissed off tonight. We as creators want to talk shit about the law enforcement, yet we're not going to share information. You're going to be all about your ego and you ain't going to share shit with me. We ain't going to try to rise up and, do the damn thing together. You can fuck off then. Because you really ain't about what I'm about. And I'm just putting it out there. I'm going hard and I'm going raw tonight. And I get it. It might be too much for some of y'all. But I mean, this Tennessee girl is coming. I mean, this redneck girl is coming out with the Tennessee girl. I'm coming out hard. I mean, I'm not giving my daughter, I ain't giving nobody no passes tonight. Nobody gets a pass tonight.
Well, I'll take a pass.
Nobody.
But
I'll give you a pass, Liane.
The other thing I want to say about the law enforcement that does irritate me, and I have to say, like with exception the RCMP right now in Jack and Lily's case, who I've sent you texts to show you that they have been very good with me. But most of them, and as you know, Jen, with the Find Me group, we work with hundreds of agencies around the world. Do you think the law enforcement would ever come forward and say, oh, we solved this case and it was the Find Me group that helped us? No. They're never going to let anybody know. No. But y'all rework with law enforcement all around the world. And so, but they'll talk the shit like psychic mediums or all a bunch of crap. But man, not all of them actually think so in the background. So it's just, that's the kind of stuff that just gets so frustrating sometimes.
Yeah. Working with the law enforcement in the past and in the present, I can tell you that law enforcement is like that. They're just like that. They're tight-lipped. And all the parents, I can't tell you one parent that I've talked to out of the hundreds of mats that I've done. I can't tell you that one parent, there's not been one that says law enforcement was great. They talked to me and they did this and they did that and they did this and they did that. No, they don't. None of them do. I've not come across any of them. Have you, Liane? They're tight-lipped.
Yeah, very. I mean, that's just their demeanor. I get it. I understand that piece of it. I do. I get it. But I think in the case of Sebastian, I think they've been way too tight-lipped. I think they should have come out right now, by now for sure, at least in the 1 year anniversary, maybe every 3 months, because, people are questioning, locals are questioning. You're local, Jen. you're questioning, are they really looking at Sebastian still? Like, how hard are they working on this case? And if they actually cared about public opinion, they might want to come out and say, here's an update. Here's what we've been doing in the background for the last 3 months. We'll talk to you again in another 3 months. Nothing. Like, they don't help themselves with their own reputation. Sorry, they just don't.
Right. They don't. They don't. They don't. Sometimes law enforcement are very tight-lipped just because, and good communication makes for a good relationship. It would be nice if all the sheriffs were like Grady Judd. It would be really nice if we had really good communication. But I don't know. Hey, Lady Freedom. Hey, everyone. I'm going to drop a link, Lady Freedom, if you want to come up. Anyone that wants to come up, y'all are more than welcome to come up. It's an open panel. Come on up. Talk to me and Liane. Talk about what you're thinking about this case, with Sebastian. I mean, we are just very frustrated. I am frustrated. Okay, let me Liane's not. I am very frustrated with a lot of things. And one of them is that dude, Rich and Ruby, coming out saying he's got some shit.
Sorry, Jen. Seth just commented. I think it's worth highlighting. Thank you. Sorry, honey.
I'm sure he doesn't care what the community thinks. I mean, he obviously didn't care about the snuggle struggle.
He'll fucking care when he's not reelected. When he's not reelected, he'll fucking care. Get him where it fucking counts. Get him where it fucking counts.
Yeah.
Little bastard. Sorry.
He's definitely got, I know, I love Grady Judd too, and how he handles things. I mean, he is awesome. He is awesome. I love his communication, and we just don't get that. We don't get that from the law enforcement here in Tennessee, and we don't have a good track record here in Tennessee, and it sucks. We don't. Yeah, come up on the field, Lady Freedom.
That's why we need to do what I said, is like be in a back room and actually work it like a case and prove these little law enforcement fuckers how it's really done. Like I am so motivated to show them and solve this fucking case and bring Sebastian home. You fucking loser, excuse my language. But I mean, seriously, they really piss me off, Seth, though. You said that, like, I'm really upset. That really upsets me that he said he doesn't care about public opinion. He's a fucking elected sheriff. You don't care about an opinion for the people that elected you. You are a douchebag. Sorry. I'll mute now. That's just a douchebag.
Come on, Lady Freedom. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about you being livid about Rich, because once I talked to Lady Freedom, and Lady Freedom and I, we talk. We text back and forth. We're not texting every day or nothing like that, but damn, we're collaborating because that's what we do. Me and Liane collaborate. Other creators were collaborating. Those who really want to find Sebastian, okay, we're collaborating and we're talking about this shit, and we're like, hold on, we're comparing notes. And when Lady Freedom was telling me about her experience with the Rich and Ruby dude, I'm like, oh, whoa, what? And now he's coming out with this insider information. He all of a sudden has these emails. Where's the emails, buddy? Send them to Seth. I double dog dare you. Send them to Seth. We want to see these emails. We want to talk about these emails. You know why? Because as an astrologer, I see that there is an expansion of hell, an expansion of problems over Eric Craddock and home. What is home? It's his home. It's his personal home. It's his mama. It's his land. It's cemetery. It's home. Okay, but it's also, oh, Donna, yeah. So did I until I was made known. But this dude he's got all kinds of claims since the very beginning. And his channel is just going up and up and up with subscribers thanking him, thanking him, and thanking him. What's he doing to find Sebastian in Texas besides talking shit with his
So
cadaver dog Ruby?
so
Come on,
Donna,
man.
if well, Jen should probably explain it better, but just in a summary, he's been out there saying misstatements about Sebastian, claiming today or whenever the newest one was that he got retired law enforcement evidence about Sebastian and dangling some proverbial carrot, which seems to be a complete lie over things that he states are factual. And it's just Jen found out today that he's spreading lies. He's got lots of people viewing stuff that's it's just not cool in true crime. So that's what she's up talking about today. So that's Jen, you can add to that. I just wanted to answer Donna's question or for anybody coming in a little bit late.
Yeah, his channel is Rich and Ruby, and he's talking about information that he has, this insider information that he knows. He just knows, because the law enforcement, some retired police officer, accidentally sent him emails. But he can't share them with us. It's just kind of a, it's a he said, she said right now. Produce the receipts. I am happy that he talked about, well, that's what it is, butterflies. He is saying that he got it. He got this info, this intel, because he was asking for a timeline from a retired police officer. And this retired police officer gave him more than what he asked for. And he's insinuating criminal activity around Katie's house and all that. And it's basically, I'm thinking, where they had took out criminal charges against, or civil charges against Betty, Boren Betty. I don't think he has a lot of insider knowledge. And if he does, I'm calling him out. I'm saying, prove it. Shit or get off the pot. Let me see it. Don't act like you got some shit and you're not going to show it. Don't tell me that you got a little something. No. This ain't child's play. This is a whole kid that's missing. You got some insider information, go ahead and let it out. But you know what? He told multiple people back in the day when they were searching the landfill that the police actually found stuff in the landfill. But he couldn't say anything. He couldn't, they found golf balls. They found latex gloves. They found hands and feet and stuff like that at the landfill. Dude, slow your roll, stay in your lane. And I don't think that this is the lane for you, because my ass will call you out. I've had enough. When I've had enough, I've had enough. And I will call you out. And I'm sorry for anybody that I offend cussing and acting like a common person right now, but I'm pissed off and I'm not done with it. It's only began. Hey, Lady Freedom.
Hey, Jen. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you, honey.
Oh, great. Hey, MMO.
Oops, I'm muted. How are you, sweetie?
I'm good. I'm good. I would be better if this guy would stop with the crap.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna mute. You just tell us what you think. Tell us what you think about this shit that he's come out with. I mean, just your experience, because experience does matter. If you have an experience with someone, it matters what your experience is. Okay, I haven't had the experience with him, but because Lady Freedom has had this experience with him, I trust it more than what he's saying. So do you mind, Lady Freedom? Do you mind saying what you think?
Not at all. I was
Okay.
going to on the channel, but I don't like to bring a bunch of drama, and I really try to let people be and do whatever they're going to do on their channels, you know. But I don't like what's going on because when I first started going live in December, Rich reached out to me and told me that he was a dog trainer and that Ruby is trained in search and rescue. And so, of course, I looked at that as an opportunity to have someone who's knowledgeable on the panel with me. You know, and then his channel was small. And so I was like, well, that would be a win-win situation for both of us, for me to have him, you know, in case I had a question, because you know how it was in the beginning. There was all this talk about dog sense and, you know, this and that, and, you know, what kind of dogs and sense specific and all of these things that I really wasn't knowledgeable on. And he told me he was a Navy SEAL. He told me that he had friends at the FBI field office. He told me all kinds of things. And, you know, the more things that he was telling me, the less I believed, because like he would tell me, oh, Ruby has this award that she got for finding, you know, this person or that person. We just got an award today for finding this piece of evidence, but then you never saw like the award with Ruby. You know, like that would be the first thing I would do, is show my dog and the award by the dog, because in my opinion, you know, the dog earned it, not the person. You know. And so those were just little things that I was noticing. And then all of a sudden, he started talking about how Sebastian was found in a landfill. And I know that Seth is in here. And so I'm sorry to have to say that, because, you know, I was upset about it as it was when he was telling me this, not knowing whether he did, in fact, have people that were inside telling him things. I mean, I get it. You know, FBI agents are people too, and they have friends and family. And if, you know, most of them are very professional about their job, but that doesn't mean that, you know, there wasn't somebody that he knew that was telling him things. And so I just kind of took it with a grain of salt, but I don't know if he was trying to get me to run with information that was false, if because I'll tell you where Rich and Ruby came from. He came from Dolly Vision, and he was a call in to Dolly Vision during the Leilani Simon trial. That's when I heard about his channel, and Dolly was promoting him. And so that I went over and subscribed, and that's how he got my information on the email and was sending me emails and things. But nevertheless, he ended up in December last year, 2024. So the first time I went live was on my birthday, December 1st, right? I'll never forget it. First day I went live, and he was on the panel with me several times, but he was also saying things that were false that I didn't want to get in trouble with on my channel, you know, him just spouting off things. And so there were a lot of things, and I started backing away from him. But he started telling me that Sebastian was found in the landfill. And he started telling me things like Sebastian's hands and feet are the only things that were found. He started telling me how there were burner phones that were melted by fire and that they tried to burn the evidence. And so, of course, my brain was thinking, oh my God, if this really happened to Sebastian, this is absolutely horrific. And again, taking it with a grain of salt, but just having that in my brain, and him telling me over and over and trying to convince me that this was going on, was absolutely, like, for one, it's insane. I don't know if he gets off on fooling people or what, but I didn't find it to be cute or funny. And I actually, once I was able to confirm again with him on a phone call and him saying this information to me, I told him that I didn't want anything to do with him. And I was actually afraid of him after that, because, and I tried to be as nice as I could with him about it, because of his deranged way of thinking and talking about Sebastian and trying to make me believe that he was not here anymore. Because I had hope in my heart and everything And then he was trying to like dash my hopes and everything like that. And I don't know, like I said, again, he's get off on it. Maybe he thinks it's cute. I sent you the text messages where he was telling me that he was outside my back door. Newsflash, I live in a camper and I only have one door.
Oh
And
my
so
God.
yes, yes. And when I said I was scared, I go, you kind of scared me. That woke me up. And then he's like, yeah, I bet you were. So guys, don't let him get off on you guys, because it lasted for me. It lasted probably um, right before I went live. So that week of Thanksgiving into my birthday, it's always right there. Um, you know, right before that, and then till about the December 17th, Jen, I think is the text that I sent over to you today. It didn't even last a month of his, I mean, just constant, I'm a Navy SEAL, I'm this, Ruby's trained, all this. And I'm like, this guy is fucking nuts. Sorry, Jen.
Don't be
But
sorry. He is a fucking weirdo. That's
yeah,
my opinion, dude. You're a weirdo. Okay,
And where does
you're a
he
weirdo.
live? Don't say he's in Hendersonville, because if he is, I'd be
no,
okay.
no, thank God.
Because
No.
I'm just starting to wonder, like, dude, you're sick enough, like, you should be investigated. Like, are you the one that took Sebastian? Like, oh my God. Like, that is weird.
It is weird.
Very.
It really is. And I would think maybe something like that too if he wasn't attached to the other creator that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah. Or if he was, yeah, not local. But well, this is the thing. Like, some of the people on the streets of YouTube and TikTok and everything else are attracted to true crime, maybe not for the right reasons. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of thought he was like
yeah.
what like the guy that on the that I played the other night. It's his wife, and he has had 40 years of law enforcement, and he still kind of does this stuff for fun, not for fun, but like to still help out because he can recognize things that other people can't. And I just kind of thought he was like that at first. I thought he was kind of one of those guys that's like retired, and he said he had a wife and kids, and so I wasn't feeling like threatened in that way at all. Like, and I don't, that's never been an issue. It was just basically trying to either get me to talk about this like it was true on, I mean, because he was blaming people on Chris and Katie's side. And I'm like, look, I only report the information that I have researched or, things that they have said. And so, I'm not just going to run with this because, I think they're guilty. Yeah, I mean, I might think they're guilty, but it doesn't mean I'm going to lie on them either.
Sorry to interrupt you. I
No,
want to
you're good.
continue. Missing before you go. It's not that nobody is listening to you, but nobody listens to me either, sweetheart. Okay, nobody listens to me either. I mean, what we do is an innovative way. It's so different. People don't understand it. They don't understand what we do. Okay. I was just telling, a couple of people that I don't feel seen. I don't feel heard. And it sucks. It does. But I mean, that's the role that we are in. That's the role we play. People don't understand it. They don't have the attention span. They don't understand. And I have put that on the map. I'm looking at you are not heard. Okay. I'm listening. I'm seeing you talk about Luna Lane and Liberty Cove, and I'm seeing it. I've got it on the map and I'm working it too. I don't take nothing for granted. There is no stone left unturned, as Jeff would say, and Mr. Craddock said. I definitely don't leave any stone unturned. Anybody that's got any type of thing that they think that is credible, let me know. That's what I'm begging for. I'm begging for information. What do you think? Where should we go? Where should we go and look? I'm not a one man show. Liane isn't either. We're open. We're open. Okay. So please continue. I just wanted to say that to Missy because I don't want her to feel like she isn't heard or that her work isn't, you know, She tells me what she says, what she sees, and then she goes. And I feel that. I feel that energy. I do. But yeah, I mean, this guy is dangerous. So
I
continue,
wish I
Lady
remember.
Freedom.
I wish I could tell you more. Like if I understood more about the astrology, but that's why I like to watch you, Jen, because it's not something that's in my wheelhouse, and I really appreciate what you can do.
But honey, you're doing your own thing. And like Jeff says all the time, do your thing, baby. Do your thing. You're doing your
Right.
thing. Leanne's doing
Uh,
her thing. But we can all come together with information, just like when you told me, hey, I've had this experience. Beware. I needed to know that. What if you just kept that to yourself?
yeah, I was just seeing
We
way
need
too
to
many
know
people
stuff
that
like
I
that. We need to know
respect.
shady people. I need to know who the shady people are. I'm not trying to, get caught up in some stupid shit that's going to take me down into the underworld for a few days and be in a rabbit hole.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Well, and I just felt like I was in a really dark situation too because of all of that. Like I was like, who are these people on YouTube really? And I'm sure other people have felt that way as well. I thought that I was getting involved with good people that were wanting to help, like dog trainers, people searching, those are the people that I would rather surround myself than somebody that's, like you said, bashing another creator or any of that kind of stuff. It is not interesting to me. And I don't think my viewers like it either. I get more views when I sit there and just talk about Sebastian or talk about, this little boy, Jaden Spicer, that has, um, you know, lost his life. I mean, people are more interested in that and in our communities than, the bashing back and forth and stuff.
Yeah. But I had the same thing, my dear. Just started my channel for Sebastian. Well, I didn't start it for Sebastian, but my first true crime, I moved it from Spill the Tea Tarot to Sebastian because I'd already been a volunteer with the Find Me Good, but it made more sense. And I just was so hooked on the case. And I was saying before you jumped on, I've left true crime. My people in my channel here listening will tell you 3 times. And it's the freaking other creators. It's like the things I've heard and learned about Sono, I'm not even going to get into. They have no business talking about pedophiles and SA and all that stuff. Let's just leave it there. They have no business.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's
It is so
disgusting.
bad. Yeah, it's so bad. I can't even do the Madeline Soto case because it's so bad for her that I just almost, I just could feel the yuck on that case, and I just, ugh. I mean, they're all gross. It's all gross.
It's disgusting. And like you said, April, I mean, others are just, they're worried about the drama. They're not concerned about the kids. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. If you put your time and effort into some stupid shit, you're losing brain cells, honey. You're losing brain
Yes.
cells. Yeah, this dude, he don't even show his face. I don't like it when people can't even show their face. I'm not showing my face tonight because I don't think y'all want to see me pissed off. Okay? I think
I
I
put
look
my
I
thinking
think
cap one on.
I don't think I think I look all natural.
She's
I don't
still
think I
just
look
as
bad
beautiful.
today. Yeah, Jeff
Aw.
thinks that I look beautiful. But you know what? Only reason why I'm not, and you've seen my face. Y'all seen my face. I don't see this dude's face. Don't act like you're showing up at Lady Freedom's back door and think it's funny. It ain't funny. We're talking about a missing kid. There's nothing funny about that.
Thank you, Jen. Yeah, I was just so taken
I'm with
back, and
you,
that
girl.
was the thing he was saying
I'm backing
outrageous. Yeah, I know. I so appreciate that. But he was getting more and more outrageous because I stopped kind of answering his calls and I was trying to reevaluate. And I was still new at making lives, and so I was going back because I was getting very negative feedback from people. They were like, this guy is someone that we really don't like to listen to. We like you, and I was getting emails about it and things. Like, hey, we really like your show, but that rich guy is like, he's got some wacky ideas, and I'm like, yeah, he kind of does, doesn't he?
Yeah, and we do we do want to protect. We have this, I mean, we as mothers, we as women, with Sebastian, we want to protect, you want to protect with the stuff that you have sent to me, Seth. You're saying, hey, this has been my experience. He said this, he said that about another case. It was wrong. He took
Mm-hmm.
me for a ride. I was thinking that he was legit. Beware.
Well,
Weirdo.
and I
Exactly.
think,
That's what I called him. Weirdo. Weirdo. I
yeah,
mean, we're not, we women, we understand weirdos, don't we? Don't be
we
acting
do.
like
We,
you're
we
trying
know
to
the
get my
flags.
address. Don't be trying to get my address. Don't be trying to, get me on the phone. He, ha, ha. This isn't a
Yeah,
hookup. We're looking for a kid, okay?
he's like, "Oh, I got a GoPro and I can send it to you in the mail if you give me your address." And I'm like, "When do you think I was born? Because it definitely wasn't yesterday. I mean, come on." I'm like,
Right.
you're fishing, bro, you're fishing." And like I said, he didn't do any kind of, he wasn't, I think it was more or less to get my address to dox me and do all of the horrible things that have happened, probably. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how people they get to the point where, another creator's address is like gold to them. I hear people paying for this person's information or that person's, information, whatever. Um, so that's how I took it, but I didn't take it as in he was like hitting on me at all ever. But I did think that he was trying to manipulate me into giving him my address.
That was weird. I don't like that. See, I'm used. I've grown up with some weirdos, man. Weirdo dudes be trying to get my address, be trying to, Nope, nope, nope. Not today, honey. Not today. We are not in the twilight zone today. Don't be asking me for my address.
Exactly.
Don't be a weirdo. Don't be trying to hook up. Does he not know that
Exactly.
you're with someone?
Well, he
You
told me
know?
he's married with kids, and he said that he
No,
helps the
that's
domestic
some creepy
violence
ass shit
shelter
right
with
there.
his wife. Yeah, he's like, my wife and I, we do all this kind. And see, those are the things that he would say when he called into Dolly too. That's how I knew of him in the first place. Was that he would call in there and he'd be like, "Yeah, me and my wife are taking a bunch of brisket down to the shelter, or me and my wife are doing this." And so I just thought he was a kind-hearted guy that and he had someone there. Some of the times I talked to him on the phone, I don't know if he was down at the grocery store or if it was really a wife, but I was just thinking, this is a dog trained in rescue and search, and we can really use somebody like that on the channel sometimes, and especially if he needed to get more subscribers. I'm always willing to work with people like that because people have done that for me.
Yeah, in Town Chat Cafe, I mean, in my opinion, would hope that KK wouldn't allow something that tragic to happen to her. I pray he's alive and doing well in a private school. Pray we find him alive. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm asking everybody. And I need you to play the tape through, and we need to talk about this. If Sebastian is in another, if he is in a school, what's the end game? What's the end game? Is he just going to show up like Alicia Navarro and say, hey, I'm not missing?
Well,
What's the end
Jen,
game? How does
Jen,
nobody go to jail? Yes, ma'am.
some of the email, this is not to scare Seth. Lady Freedom, I don't think you heard unless you were listening. I got an email a couple days ago from a woman after we started talking about residential homes who's been researching it in the United States for some 20 years and worked in the system. And she says it's not very uncommon, regrettably, for people to foster care their kids away so that they never come back to a foster family. The government knows it's going on, the deep state, and they change their name and their SIN numbers, and some of them run through churches. And it's a true, real thing.
I
So
believe it.
that's how, Jen. That's exactly how.
Right.
Yeah, I do believe that because,
So
and
what's the
only
end
because
game?
there's been,
Is he just gonna come out and say, hey, I'm not missing, and is he gonna cover for Chris and Katie? Is that how it's gonna go down?
I know.
Well,
See, that's what I wrote down on my notepad too, Jen. I was like, what is the end game there? Because I've been, that's one theory that I haven't ruled out completely, but it's not as strong as some of the other ones.
well,
Oh,
I
I'm sure
mean,
he would want an apology. I'm sure he would want an apology, Anna.
exactly, Chris. Exactly,
Yeah.
Chris. You don't know what. Here's what I'm going to say from a psychic perspective. I'm just going to go off tangent for a little bit. But y'all, I did a video and I feel
Yeah,
very
go ahead.
comfortable. I feel very comfortable with the energy I picked up from Texas Roadhouse. Okay. And I said on my channel, long before the video came out, there was evidence there that needed to be found. And I really, really feel that KP and CP have guilted Sebastian into his inappropriate behaviors towards Seth could cost them custody of Seth, or Faith rather, and he needed to go away and learn how to grow up and deal with his emotions. And Sebastian probably would have been brainwashed into his head. And you have no idea the psychological warfare that could do on him. And I really got that energy inside Texas Roadhouse when I was watching that video over and over again. I swear to God, that's what I felt she was communicating to him. But am I right? I don't know. But I would be willing to bet that conversation was had. I really would.
I think you're right about that conversation being something that was definitely uncomfortable and not pleasant.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, you just don't know, Jen, to answer your question. Like, they have probably shamed him into him not even loving himself. I mean, I can't speak. I mean, if Seth can validate or confirm, but I guarantee you his self esteem was as low as it fucking gets in that house, as low as it possibly could get. And the last thing he's going to do is be responsible for his mom and stepfather who's never seeing Faith again because he's some perverse kid that they've convinced him he is. It's just my opinion.
I agree with you. I
Well,
agree
that
with
was the
you.
original thing. Yeah.
100% agree.
Yeah. They wanted us to believe that too, right? Because they were like, oh, if we only knew, we would be searching for him. And I thought, bull crap, I'd still be searching for him. I don't care what happened. I'd still
Right.
be talking about him, wanting him to be found. I mean, how are you talking about him when he's not here to defend himself? That doesn't seem very fair at all.
I
Well,
agree,
there's
Chris. You
zero.
could tell by the way he was picking his nails. I see that. I see that with my own kids. I see that with my ex husband and my kids. Well, my son, he stopped. I don't know how he did it, but anyway, I see that with the nervousness. There's some people that have nervousness in different ways, but the way that he picks his nails, the way that there was a nervousness, there was an anticipation. And, as an astrologer, I'm looking at things so different. And I know that when he was allegedly going missing, when he was allegedly taking out the trash. Okay. Let me backtrack. When he was taking out the trash, that was his lowest point. If you're having a low point at your home with your mom, can you imagine a low point at home with your mom? Of course you can. You can think of all kinds of different scenarios that you had growing up with your mom that were not good. Why was it when he was allegedly taking out the trash? That is a red flag for me as an astrologer. Okay. I think I'm looking at it so differently. We are all looking at it in a different perspective, but we all think the same way. We all have a common thread here.
Yeah.
Those of us
Yeah,
that are
because
up on the phone right now. Yeah.
assuming it's him, they would have just left Texas Roadhouse. And assuming I'm right, he would have been given some news. And that would have been his lowest point after that, for sure.
It's terrible to think.
It was
It's just terrible to think about.
Um, Chris, just to back up with what Chris said, she said that there was, I think Chris said something about a guy being, she saw a video about a guy being found saying he was brainwashed, right? He was, I don't know, Chris, if you want to restate that. So it happens, Jen, it happens, and it just does.
It
Like,
happens. Yes. It definitely does. I mean, could Sebastian be demeaned, controlled to a point where they are just brainwashing him? I think that that's very possible. I think that that's very possible. I mean, this is all of our opinions. Everybody is innocent and proven guilty into the court of law. I mean, until we're not a jury. We're just talking. We're talking about our opinion. I'm talking about my opinion based on the astrology. Lady Freedom's talking about her opinion based on her experience with this fucking weirdo. Rich and Ruby, fucking weirdo, going out. Oh, my dog's a cadaver dog, watching him go out and take a shit. Right, Lady Freedom?
I'm sorry.
Damn.
I should mute. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's what I realized, Jen, after, all of that time. I was like, I mean, he's basically shitting the dog and then, telling me and telling everybody else and filming it and saying, we're looking for something on a cold case and we're doing this. And, it'd be fantastic if he was really doing it. I would never knock him. Even some of the things he said, I'd probably take that more personally or think that he was trying to fool me. So I would, be gullible enough to spread that around and get myself in trouble or whatever his goal was there. But I think it's more or less that he really likes to get off on knowing, thinking that he got over on somebody.
Right. Yeah. I mean, y'all, I want to say that if you have been with this live since the beginning, my demeanor, even though the dark moon is coming upon me, and it's been an orb, I can promise you that. It's been an orb. I can feel it. I can sense it. And I've been going through it. Not even my kids are getting a pass. I'm being as blunt and as honest as I can be tonight. And I'm calling on everyone that says that they are in it for Sebastian to be about it. Don't talk it. I want you to walk it. I don't want to see a bunch of bullshit. I want you to walk it. And my experience with some of these creators has been shit. They have shit talked Seth. They have backstabbed him. They have done this. They have done that. They've said this. They've said that. And yet they are getting the fucking glory. And I'm baffled. I'm baffled by it. I'm baffled by this Rich and Ruby dude that don't even show his face. Being a fucking weirdo. You got some proof. You got some emails. Show it. Shit or get off the pot. I'm sick and tired of the dumb stuff. I'm still tired of it. I'm going to be tired of it tomorrow. Will I be bitching about it? Probably not. This is going to move. This energy is going to move off of me tomorrow. But I can guarantee you that tomorrow there's a lot of shit going down with Sebastian's case. And I'm telling you now, mark it on your calendars. There's a big weight with Craddock tomorrow. With all of this stuff that is coming out, that there's an alleged email that's went out that he's got some insider information on. Show us. Show us. I'm calling your bluff. I want to know. I want to see it. I want you to send it to Seth. Sebastian's, what was it? What's Seth's email? Seth, if you're in here, please post your email again.
I took a screenshot. We are Sebastian's army. Hang on.
Yeah.
We are
Gmail.com.
Sebastian's army at gmail.com. Yeah, I'll type it in.
Yeah. Yeah. Send it to we are Sebastian's army at gmail.com. Anything that you have that you get inside intel on, and you're not sending it to the father, you're one weirdo. Yeah, there you go. We are
well, and
Sebastian's
also,
army
Jen,
at gmail.com.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I just want to say that if somebody is to, I mean, these emails from FBI and these different agencies are encrypted, and it says even when you receive an email or say, I'm just going to say for the benefit of the doubt, which I hate to do it in this case because I know better, but say someone did accidentally get an email sent to them that they weren't supposed to get, you if you show that, you're going to be in big trouble. And it'll say it right on there. This is confidential. This is not to be shared. Blah blah blah. So just
Well, that
always
sounds
keep
good.
that in mind,
Okay,
guys.
but hold on. That sounds good, but he said, correct me if I'm wrong. He states that a retired police officer sent him this information. So is
Mm,
that what you just said still valid?
Well, and not
yeah.
only that, hang on a second. I have to tell you, the first thing that came to my mind was he requested a timeline from the police. I'm thinking, wow, I don't think they just send that out to the public. I really don't. I just, dude, we're not trying to service you because you got a fucking YouTube channel. Like, I don't have time to fucking, like, I just don't think they take public requests for timelines on cases. I just don't.
Especially not credit for what, not from a damn YouTuber. He hates all of us, equally. I don't think he
Like,
likes it.
Yeah,
yeah.
if he was getting information from the if he was getting some kind of email timeline from the investigator that's on Sebastian's case, okay, that's one thing. But he states that it was a retired police officer. Mr.
Mm.
Scammer said, I received this information from a retired police officer. I was trying to get the timeline, and he said, and there was a PDF that was just stuck in there it was just stuck in there. Get the fuck, come on, man. I'm not a kid. We ain't playing in the park. Stop it. I'm not asking you for no fucking um ice cream. I'm just like, what the fuck? Are we kids? And people are like, oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing this. Shut up. Are you that just goofy? Come on, man. Look at them. No. Let me just shut up. I'm pissed.
No, I
Well,
know
this is
it's
it, Rod.
infuriating. Yeah.
Well, this is it, Rod. Like, and then you don't, and then he released something that I don't think if he was supposed to release. Like, you don't make. I'm not going to repeat it, but he probably shouldn't have said it. Like, it just
Hmm.
so he should be reported. I just period.
Well, my thing was is I saw some people, and I will not name them, but they're people that I respect and love tremendously, and I think they're good creators. And I saw them sharing his stuff where people, some of my mods would be like, hey, have you saw this? And because I tried not to like bash him because I really didn't think anybody would believe his crap after. But the things don't add up for viewers a lot of times. Like Jen said, the small attention span, or you like the person so you let them have a little bit more leeway than you normally would. And so I didn't realize that was going to happen. I figured he'll hang himself, let him do his thing, and then people are going to come for him and be like, you're a liar, you lied to me. Because this is not the first case he's done it in. And I really thought, just let him do it. And the stuff was going on with the photo too at that time. And so I just kind of figured, well, we'll see what happens. But he's only got when I kicked him off my channel, he had 700 people only. And so I was like, well, he's not monetized, if he gets there, gets there, whatever. I wasn't trying to take him down or anything like that. But now that I see him doing it to the public, I took it, maybe more personally, instead of realizing that he's gonna do the same thing on his channel.
Because is it because he was at your back door?
I I was I
I
was
mean,
just gonna say you might have a good cause to be a little more concerned. Like, wow.
absolutely. Well, and that was the thing too, because I was like, I just kind of told him, I said, I don't have a back door, I don't even have a back door for you to be at, but I think it also is Jen, like him saying that. I think it really,
Honey, I'm just
um,
gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it because nobody else is saying it. the way that he laughed, ha ha ha, at your back door, that's a sexual innuendo. Just saying. Just saying. He's a perv.
Oh, after when I said I
In
don't have a
my
back door, and
opinion.
then yeah, no, you're right from the text. Yeah, he goes, oh, you don't have a back door, ha ha ha. Yeah, you're right, Jen. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
fucking weirdo. In my
Really fucking
opinion.
weird. Well, and that's the thing. I was very taken back by that, absolutely. And then, I wasn't really answering his call or text. I was, just kind of like hemming and hawing around. And yeah, he ended up telling me then, oh, they found Sebastian, it's him in the landfill, it's this, and they tried to burn the evidence and all this whole elaborate story. And I was like, at that point I was just like, okay, great. So you're really confirming this, you're really standing on this, you're really getting a phone call right now from your guy at the FBI. Okay, all right, sure. You go ahead and have fun with that, but you're not coming on my panel anymore. I said you got enough subscribers to do your own lives now, and that's good for you. And again, I was trying to back away into the bushes, quietly, because I didn't want, again, he comes from Dolly, and at that point I didn't want, I didn't realize what the hell I was getting myself into. Let's just be honest.
You got a
With
sweetheart.
the
I mean, I've talked to you. I feel like, I've got a sense about you, and you're very sweet, and you are very helpful. You have a good heart. And the fact is that he was trying to play you. He was trying to play you like a fiddle, and he was trying to get his channel on up.
big time. And,
He's
also
not even
telling
showing
me
his
that, like,
face.
I wasn't
Dude,
even helping. He
let's
goes,
see your face. Let's see who you are. Let's see who you really are.
well,
Let's see
that
what
was
you
the
look.
problem with the viewers. The viewers were going, he's kind of weird that he doesn't, show his face. And I'm like, well, maybe it's because he's worried. Well, he told me it was because he's a ex-Navy SEAL and he can't let anybody know, like, who he is. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure, all right. I didn't press him on stuff like that because I didn't talk to him for very long before I realized that, like, it was all kind of outlandish. Like too much, like the more he thought he was getting away with, the more lies he'd tell me.
It's crazy to think that grown ass people that are among you will be so fucking weird. I mean, look, Ted Bundy, he passed all kind of polygraphs. I mean, he looked like a regular old dude, didn't he? I mean,
Yeah.
y'all, you just never know. And these people that are on the YouTube streets are the strangest of the strange for me. I'm telling you, I came from TikTok. I've been on YouTube for like 15 years. And I've done throughout the years, I've done videos, but I do like the quickness and the beauty of TikTok because other than one creator that I got accused of being a hall monitor for, she can fuck off. Um, who, like, I'm going to be a hall monitor? Bitch, I'm just fucking scrolling like everybody else. And I'm telling you about yourself when you're flip flopping on Seth. I'm telling you about yourself and you don't like it
Well, see,
because
Jen,
you're
that's
flip
why I was
flopping.
so
She
like I
she
was
went
livid about that.
I was just dumbfounded with her, but I have my own experiences with Tony, with Seth, with the whole gang that comes to Tennessee. I'm a local here. I've got my own experiences. I've got my own shit, but I can tell you that I do not think that Sebastian left from Katie's house. He left from her house. So I look to her and Katie. I mean, I look to her and Chris
Yeah,
for
me
answers
too.
to where Sebastian can be. And then I expect certain things from Seth. And if I don't get it, you can damn sure you can bet your ass that he is knowing about it because you can ask Jeff, you can ask Seth. I'm not going to pull no punches. And when I'm telling you I'm tired and I want some fucking answers, give me some answers because I need to know some shit. And when I'm done, I'm done. And right now, today, I'm done. I'm done with the bullshit. I've been looking for this kid for a year and a half. I've been trying to do my best to control my channel, to have it with transits, with the astrology and everything, without the drama. But tonight, this dude has got me bothered. And I'm tired of people that are in the bushes, not y'all here. I'm tired of people in the bushes, people that ain't even watching this shit, that's watching the other shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
About stupid shit. Like we've really got to come together, y'all. And we've got to, if you really want to find these kids, let's find them. Otherwise, go to your drama channels, watch somebody not out, watch everybody talk about people, watch everybody talk about the damn lawsuits, and I can't even stand I can't even stand to listen to some of these creators even talk, their voice.
Yep.
I mean, the voice, I can't even stand it. Same shit day in and fucking day out. If I'm doing the dishes, if I'm doing some cleaning or whatever, if I'm doing my thing, I definitely don't want to listen to some dumbass bitch talk about some other dumbass bitch. I'm just saying.
How about it?
God damn. Let me shut up, Liane.
Or listen from a guy that's a total jerk and he's drunk off his butt. I don't want to hear that either. I'm not going there for that. I'm not going to go watch somebody get treated like crap by their spouse. I'm not there for that at all. I'd have to bite my tongue and sit on my hands.
Well, I just don't even get the lack of moral compass around the behavior. Like just where are the moralities? Like, seriously. Like, it's as low as it gets if you're gonna be dishonest about a missing child. It just doesn't get lower than that, in my opinion.
Shauna, what's up, girl? Glad you could make it live too, honey.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. And that's why I was so upset when I saw people sharing that out. And I'm like, you guys, he does not have information, in my opinion, because he's pulled that shit with me back in December and I stopped it right away. But I mean, when you're messing with a father who has just every intention of finding his son, and then you're going to go mess with him and try to tell him that you got some inside crap, and you want to get a hold of somebody like that, like, and take him away from what he's doing because you want some sort of either sick pleasure out of getting off on other people, or getting over on other people, or you just like to play games and you want attention. And so, to me, I mean, I'm protective of Seth because I've watched what's happened, you know, in terms of people telling him, "Oh, I'll help you out. Sure, I'll do this for you, Seth, blah, blah, blah." And then I go to another chat and they're going, "Oh, I don't really like Seth. He's this, that, and the other." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I just saw you in the other chat telling him that you're this type of a EMT and you can help search and you can all do all this, and then now you're over here talking bad about him." Like, that's weird to me. Like, I don't do that at all. I mean, I either like you or I don't, kind of a thing. And if you do me wrong like this, I'm not gonna let you do others wrong. And I'm telling you, in the Lyric Cook and Elizabeth Collins case, I'm about to show the text messages on my channel. I have all of them and
I
the
want you
account from the
to. I
person
want
that
you
asked
to.
for
I
help.
want you to. I want you to,
Yeah.
because I'm sick and tired of these dumbass creators just, taking advantage and hopping on the bandwagon of these kids, and just, it's just.
Well, and another thing, Jen, that I've seen is that they like to tell us things, or they like to say things, and then they want to watch us talk about it. This is the thing that the hate channels get off on, in my opinion, is that they'll put something out there, or Chris Proudfoot will say something stupid, and then we're talking about it, and then he's sitting back there laughing, thinking he's a celebrity or something like that, when really we all find him repulsive, and we just want him to tell the truth, and that's the only reason we even give him the time of day.
Exactly. Yeah. To see people, oh, thank you for working so hard. What's Sebastian's? He's not working hard. He's not working hard. Okay. Okay. Let's have a come to Jesus meeting here. Let's have a come to Jesus meeting, y'all.
Exactly.
The grown folk that come to the grown folk table. We got a kiddie table and we got a grown folk table. Okay. Y'all come to the grown folk table. This is where the eating is good, where the conversation is great, and you can expand your mind and your brain cells. Other than that, go sit at the little kid table. Okay. That's where you're going with this dude's channel. Go sit at the little kid table. And he's more than welcome to come up here. Anybody that wants to join the fucking panel, come on up here. Today is the day. Today is the day that we can have a come to Jesus meeting. We can get it all out on the table. We can talk about it. Grown folk talk. Not the little kid table, the grown folk table.
Yeah,
And I know that,
he won't do it. I bet you he
no,
wouldn't do it.
Who knows?
no.
Donna's got a.
He's not accustomed to strong ass women or somebody that's going to put his ass on the front line. Shit or get off the pot, dude. Show us the emails that you got from a retired cop. Come on. So retired cops got all this information. So if the retired cops got all this information, what's up, Craddock? Why has a retired cop got all this kind of information, inside information, these PDFs that we're just throwing in there by accident? Come on, man. Shit or get off the pot. If he's got it, I want to see it. Calling his bluff. If you got it, I want to see it. Don't y'all? Whatever information you got, let's see it. You didn't get it from a police officer. There's no disclaimers there. Dude's retired. This is just hearsay right now. All he's got going on is hearsay. It pisses
And
me
that's
off.
why, I mean, I know people, are going to believe what they want to believe, but that's why, I put my avatar with the thinking cap on, because I'm like, just put your thinking cap on for a second and think about how much trouble even a retired FBI, so he's willing to ruin and, give up his whole entire career of everything that he's ever done and everything that's made his family proud to give Rich some kind of personal information or classified or whatever he's calling it. I didn't even watch the SOB. I didn't. No, no, ma'am, I did not. I thought red flag, sending this over, and that way, he can't play on somebody that just wants nothing more than to find his son. And I'm not saying Seth is stupid by any means, because he's not at all. But you know how it is when you just want something so bad. I mean, F that guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, he is not going to. I mean, I'm having a hard time believing it. If he comes up with the receipts, I'm good with it. Show us. And I don't want him to just show Seth. I don't want him to just show Seth. I'm sorry. I don't want him to just show him. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want y'all to see it.
I'm going to make a suggestion. I don't know if Seth is listening, but when you said that, like, I was just thinking, Seth, I just emailed the dude and say, if you fucking say one more fucking thing about my son, I'm going to sue you for mental fucking cruelty.
Right.
Because Gabby Petito's parents, maybe a little bit more extreme, but maybe not so different. They successfully sued and settled out of court with Brian Laundrie's parents for mental fucking cruelty. And so that'll shut the fucking dude up. Because you don't fucking do that. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so D Green, I'm allowing the taking up space for right now. Okay. She is loving me to life. This is one of D Green is a sweetheart, and she is very kind, and her heart is always in the right place. And she is loving me to life, and I appreciate that. I do. But sometimes I've got to be a bitch. And this is the night that I want to be. That I'm declaring I'm a bitch tonight. Okay?
But it's
I'm
not
taking
being
the
a bitch.
hat off. I'm taking the astrologer hat off, and I'm saying I'm done. I'm fucking tired of the bullshit. And D Green, the reason why is because we have a Rich and Ruby on YouTube that wants the clout. Okay. So he wants the clout. He wants everybody to look at him. He needs attention. Okay. And the way that he's going to get attention is to come to my friend, Lady Freedom, and say, hey, I'm at your back door. He's trying to tell her in the beginning of the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case that he has inside intel. Okay. He got intel that Sebastian's feet and hands were found at the landfill. Lady Freedom has the receipts, so he don't want to even call that out, okay? Because she's got the receipts, and she is a defender of Sebastian's army, and she's saying, hey, whoa, stop. We ain't trusting him because he is not trustworthy. So if he has these emails that he says that he has, that he got from a retired law enforcement officer that says all this other stuff. Yeah, it's recent. Oh, yes, ma'am. That's why I'm pissed off, honey. Yeah, it's cruel. And I'm definitely going. Miss Sharon, I'm going. I'm going. And Liane is here. Lady Freedom is here. Anybody else can come up on the panel. There's another click. Just go ahead and click if you want. If you got the balls, come on up. But I'm telling you, this dude is not to be trusted. If he has emails of inside information about Katie and Chris and, you know, and all this landfill stuff, put it right there. I want to see it. Don't talk it, walk it. Don't talk the talk, walk it. I'm so tired of the dumbass bullshit and all these other people, these subscribers and, you know, followers just following along, just sinking down into it without any receipts. Like, come on, y'all. Where's your logic, man? Where's your, let me see. I want proof. And when people ask me for proof, I want to give it to them. I don't want to just come on my channel and say, look, when I'm telling y'all the trends, I'm telling y'all the proof. That's the proof in the pudding. If I'm telling you that Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is connected with Canada, he is connected with Canada. He's connected with Virginia. The boy has been all over the United States, but when these trends come, they're coming. I'm telling the story, and you can write it down. Ask April. Ask Jeff. Ask anybody that's been following me for a long time. They will tell you the proof is in the pudding. I'm not just talking it. I'm walking it. This dude is pulling our chain, and people are just hook, line, and sinker thinking that he is fucking God, like he's got some kind of inside information, and he don't. Over these dumbasses.
And you know, Jen, and on top of it, as much as I'm trying to protect Seth, it really hurts me to see smart, good people who, again, want nothing more than Sebastian to be found actually believing this jerk and saying, oh my gosh, really? Oh, okay, yay, and getting excited. And then he's just, you know, I mean, I don't know what he thinks he's going to do, but I mean, I've watched it so many times where people don't produce receipts. People just, you know, I mean, I've seen people giving money to people and they still didn't do what they said they were going to do with the money. I mean, over and over again, they still have subscribers. They still, you know, so we can only do so much, you know. But it does. I mean, you heard me earlier. I was mad as hell. I mean, yeah, I was mad.
Yeah, Shauna. It's called Rich and Ruby. he hung on Lady Freedom's coattail and Dolly Vision's coattail to get his subscribers up so he could go live and get memberships and stuff like that. So Rich and Ruby, and he claims that his Ruby, his dog, is a cadaver dog. And I think that he just, you know, I mean, you know, I just don't even, he don't even show his face. And I wouldn't show my face either if I was him. He lives in Texas.
Well,
He's
the
not a
other
local.
The other
He's not
part
local
that's
at all. Yeah, for real. For real. Oh, snap. For real.
the other part that's a little disturbing about this that we haven't talked about is just think about how much misinformation is being spread now.
Yeah,
One video, one
absolutely.
person. And that's why sometimes when people say things in chat, you have to be careful, and because who's the source? Like for me, when I'm on a live and people say things, it's like I'm not just gonna take that for granted and assume that's right just because you heard it on another channel, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like it's the misinformation that can be going around now from one video. And I think of all the creators that do things like that and multiply that, and it's such a disservice to these kids.
Oh, I agree. And that's why I was really upset because I received a post from Twitter and he was, people were sharing him out on Twitter. And I'm thinking, okay, so I guess you're just really doing this just so you can, get subscribers or something, because I think that, and then again, nobody's ever held accountable. And so that's actually one reason, you know, um, I didn't say anything either because I kind of saw how things go, and it's like, do I want to be the one that looks like a jerk? You know, but again, I just couldn't believe that people were actually believing what, because I don't know how many videos they watched. I don't know what all he said in any of these videos, but I just know what he's tried to do to me. And, he enjoyed himself while he was, trying to fool me, I guess, for as long as he did.
Well, you caught on though. That's what's important. I mean, because we do know what town he's in. We know his phone number. We know a lot more about him. We do know about him. And we know that he has given false information in the past, and we are not trustworthy of him. And that is our opinion. That's our experience. And you can take it for what you want. It is unethical
Yeah.
to us. It's psycho. It's weird. I mean, we are feeling like we are, when I read these texts with Lady Freedom that y'all have not seen, and the things that they have said, the things that he has said that y'all have not heard, it puts a whole nother perspective about this dude. So beware. We are coming on here. We're coming on here strong for Sebastian. It ain't for Seth. It ain't for Tony. It's for Sebastian Rogers. Okay. We work for Sebastian. And we are
Right,
telling
Jen.
you that this dude is fucking weird. Okay. That's our opinion. That's based on the experience. And he's a weirdo trying to get in the back door of Lady Freedom. Come on, man.
Jen, when you
Damn.
put it that way. Oh, Lord.
Trying to get in the back door. Not the front door, but the back door. No, we know dudes like that. No. You ain't even giving us a kiss. Forget that. No.
Well, and here I thought he's married, he's got kids, he tries to help people out. I'm thinking a totally different, viewpoint of him. But then I said there's too much that is just, like so outlandish that, and typically when people do good deeds like that, they don't go around telling everybody, they just do it.
He doesn't come on every night, Butterflies Are Free to Fly. He doesn't come on every night from what I've seen from his channel that I just now subscribed to today, just to see his shit, to see what was going on. No, no. And his what he does upload, I don't know. For me, I'm not connecting. I think it's weird as shit. It's weird as shit. He's weird trying to come in the back door of Lady Freedom, trying to give her some intel about Sebastian's hands and feet and stuff being found at a landfill. No, no. Yep, lock it up. Lock your back door. Lock your back
Oh,
door.
yeah.
Exit only, honey. You ain't coming in this way.
Well, and to Jen, he did send me a picture of, because at that time they were in fact searching a landfill, not for Sebastian, but they were in connection to something else. And he sent me the photo that he screenshot from the internet because I Googled the landfill and it was the same photo that he said was a classified photo. And I sent it back to him and I said, "You mean this photo that's on the internet?" And he was like, "Oh, they must have leaked it out. Oh, those news people are really good. They must have been hiding in there." I said, "It's the same photo you sent me." Like, I mean, again, like you said, he just kept on trying to, say that he had inside information, and like that's why I said it just kind of triggered me when he's doing that to subscribers, because I would think he'd be afraid to do that, you know.
Yeah, I
But
think
see, that's how
he
these
needs to be
shysters
called
are.
out. Yeah, he needs to be
They'll be
called out.
like,
This is one, yeah, this is one I'm not going to let go. I'm sorry, but I mean, yeah, this is one that I'm just not going to let to go. And he does deflect. You damn right he does. There's a lot of deflecting with this dude. And, it does make you wonder, with him and Texana, I mean, we got some crazy
oh,
ass, y'all, we got some crazy ass people, in my opinion, that
that
just, I
lady is
mean,
a nut.
she is, whoa. She's trying to take Seth down through there. She is definitely working with Chris Proudfoot. And that is not my opinion.
Mm,
That is my experience as a fact, seeing them in court. Don't even go there. Don't even go there with me with this woman, Texana, that also lives in Texas. Just saying, we got two people that live in Texas that are just causing problems, trying to be relevant. Take your ass home, do something else. No. Yeah, I would, same. If I were
I
Seth,
agree, Jen.
I would report to the FBI. I would tell them that this is what is going on. I want somebody to be working for me. If my kid is missing, you better be working for me. I'm going to tilt the world. I'm going to tilt the world. Everybody's going to be shaking in their boots. Don't play with me, with my kid. Don't play with me. This is not a game, dude. With you and your fucking shit ass smelling Ruby. This is not a game. This is not a game. We have a whole child missing. He is a child. I don't care if he is 16, he is a child. My kids are in their 20s. They are children. They aren't grown. Tell me they're grown. You ain't grown. Y'all are not grown. This boy is not grown. He is a kid and he is missing, and people are playing, hashtagging his name and their dumbass shit. While all the while we are working our asses off, actually looking for him where he could be, locations of where he could be. We're not claiming at night intelligence. We are claiming that we have an idea of where he can be. Not shit talking another channel, not nodding out on our channel. Y'all know who I'm talking about too. I'm sorry, but don't fucking nod out. Hashtagging Sebastian, don't do it. I will call your ass out. I don't care who the fuck you are. I'm not going to sit
Ridiculous.
up here and nod out in front of y'all and act like I'm looking for a kid. All the while, I'm asking you for money. I mean, and people give it to them. That's the craziest thing in the world. People are giving their money, their hard-working money, to somebody that's just nodding out. Somebody that's just talking shit about another creator. Somebody that's just talking shit about their woe is me. I've got another court. Somebody else is suing me. I need money. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
working our asses off over here. Lady Freedom, MMO. MMO is constantly using her energy, her time, and effort.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy, man. It's the craziest shit. And it's making me, I don't know what it was that Seth said when I said something about humanity, and he did make a really good comment. I don't know if if he's still in the chat. He's probably not. He's probably moved on or asleep or something, trying to get some rest. But humanity, there was Astria in astrology, because I think about astrology a lot all the time. Wake and bake with it. Not literally wake and bake. I'm just saying I wake and bake with that ideas, and that she is all about Virgo. She is Virgo. She is the constellation of Virgo. She is health. Astria is the divine justice. She's a bad bitch. I'm just saying. We've seen her time and time again. She's going to be in Sag until November. That's why we're seeing all these helicopters and all these combustions. Anyway, her myth is that she gave humanity the finger. And she said, fuck y'all. I'm tired of y'all. I will not be back until y'all got some sense. And that's the way I'm feeling tonight. I'm feeling like I'm just, woe is me with humanity. I'm at a low point with humanity and how we support one another, how we support channels of the missing, and how we support people that are just raking in the dough, that have nothing to really offer you except some regurgitating information that you could already get and go about your day. I just don't get it. It's so illogical to me. And that's where I'm at with Astria. I feel like Astria tonight. Not so much the dark moon, but Astria, like, fuck y'all. You're just, when are you going to get some sense? You're going to follow this dude? You're going to believe his stupid shit? Dude, give me the proof. Give me the proof.
Yeah, I don't know why he would ever come with that unless, he had the proof, and then also it's just, really clickbait, then I can't believe people would stick around after he didn't produce, whatever it was on his thumbnail.
Shauna, we're talking about, sweetheart, we're talking about Rich and Ruby. He's got a whole channel. He's got a whole dumbass channel that don't show his face, don't do nothing. He's just, yeah. He is just putting out information that we feel like he should be showing receipts for. Show receipts. You think that Sebastian was, his hands and feet, and you think that all this stuff was found at the landfill. Where's your proof? You got all this inside intel. Where's your proof? Otherwise, shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. Liane, are you still here? What are you doing? She's
I'm just eating. I'm at a midnight snack.
It's like taking all of this craziness in.
I know it's like,
but no, I appreciate what you're saying, guys. I do. I appreciate what both of you said. It's like high time that it stopped being, a big game, and it's like, really, where's Sebastian? And if you don't want to come together and figure it out, then why? If you're going to put out misinformation or promise people that this that other people don't know, you really should have receipts with that, not keep on going, oh, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to tell you, no.
Well, and there's the flip side of that. The audio that I have played on my channel, the woman that sent it to me sent it to Betty, sent it to T-Rev, and many other creators I won't mention, and not one of them opened it up and listened to it and played it. And now that thousands of people have listened to it and played it, because I dared do it, many have cleaned it up and sent it to the FBI because they think there's something there. But there's that flip side. Like, do you want to find these kids that you didn't even open it up to see and listen? Like, it just blows my mind.
Yeah.
They didn't, like, you weren't even curious to hear if there was evidence there? Like, what are you doing? You're not looking and listening for evidence. I don't understand.
I
agree.
It
baffles me. Yeah, it baffles me. I'm just baffled, and tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna feel better. this energy is going to leave me and I'm going to feel better. And it's going to, the weight of it, of the investigations is going to lift off. But you know what? Tomorrow is a big day. I've already seen it. I've already talked about it. I'll talk about it in the morning in my live when I'm going over the transits. I'm doing out the dueling out the charts and going over the numbers and everything else. I'm going to see it. I'm going to talk about it. But you know, when I started this live, the dark moon was in transit. It was at a 1542. That's the same degree as Sebastian's sun in Sag. It's with the courts, y'all. It's with the courts. You know, there's a disordered aggression with the investigation in the courts and the justice system. It's going all the way up to the Department of Justice. This is not just a local level. This is a federal level too. Because he connects at the federal level, he connects to Virginia with this degree. There's a lot of disordered aggression with the investigation. And I think that there is so much that we could learn. We could understand if we just focus our attention where it needs to be and not with this stupid shit. You know, this guy he has grown his channel off the backs of other channels. And he is talking shit that has pissed me off. It's pissed Lady Freedom off. And the fact that he has tried to come in her back door really pisses me off. She's got a man. She don't need
I
anybody
appreciate
trying to
that,
come
yeah.
through her back door. Yeah, girl. That's so disrespectful. And for a grown man to come to you like that, there's no integrity there. For me, I don't give a shit what he has, what he doesn't have. There's no integrity. Don't try to come in your back fucking door.
Well, and he even said on my live the very last time he was up, he said, "Oh, my horse just had a baby horse," and I was like, "Isn't that called like a calf or something?" Or like, he didn't even say it right. And then whenever I did look him up finally and find out who he was, because I was like, well, what's up with this guy? He does not have enough land to have a horse or anything like that, or a horse that had a baby, whatever he said. And also I just want a disclaimer. I don't know if, Dolly Vision's aware of this, but this is how, just to put it into context, that's how I know who Richard Ruby even is.
Yeah, because he's not only rode your coattail, but his as well.
Because that's how I subscribe because Dolly said, go subscribe to Rich's channel. He's my friend or whatever. And, I had heard him call in before and he sounded really like a nice person. And I found out he's not, I knew
Yep.
little Miss Sharon would know that one.
Dirty dog. You damn right. Dirty ass dog. And I mean, look, women have been harassed. We have been underestimated. Right? I mean, we have. We've been underestimated. And he underestimated Trisha. He underestimated Lady Freedom. No doubt about it. He underestimated her. To think that she was just a dumb broad and he could just, just get away with whatever, manipulate her. Dude, you can't manipulate us, okay? You might can manipulate your 2,000 whatever followers you got right now. But you can go down just as quick as you came up, okay? Okay? So, you got to call it out. We just got to call it out. Don't be trying to come through my back door, motherfucker. I will shut you down really quick. And I'm shutting anybody down that's going to come out after Lady Freedom, Liane, any of the creators that I'm standing beside, that I'm working my ass off with to try to find these kids. Okay? You're not going to come up here and you're not going to act like you got some intel. You got some insider information with the landfill. They found this, they found that. go ahead and reiterate the case that you were talking about that he talked about, Lady Freedom, if you don't mind. I know you're about to go
Oh,
live,
sure.
aren't you?
Yeah, no worries. It's okay. Yeah, I'm still gonna go live, but no, you're fine, Jen. So basically, one of my moderators really wanted me to expose Rich because she is a corrections officer and she knew this family where she lives because of the parents being, as she said, at frequent flyers at the jail. And she said that she had asked Rich for his help because he told her the same thing that he told me, and that he was a Navy SEAL, that he had intelligence, he had friends in high places where he could get information, and he was claiming to have satellite photos of the area where two little girls went missing, Lyric Cook and Elizabeth Collins. They were cousins. And because the parents of Lyric Cook were always frequent flyers at the jail, the father of Elizabeth really took care of the girls more, and their family did. Now they're divorced because it was such a horrific situation with the girls. Those parents that had a great relationship before and were taking care of both of those girls are now not together anymore. And it's a really tragic situation. The girls were at the park and, they were taken um, and hurt. And so this father is desperate to find answers, father slash, um, uncle, but she was always there with them, and the girls were inseparable. But he told him that he was going to get all this information and he was supposed to bring it to this guy. He reached out and talked to him. Well, then whenever one of my mods had gotten back a hold of him, the father that is, and said, hey, did you get together with my friend Rich, did he get you the satellite images? And Rich was saying that he knew who took the girls, and he had, he was going to get them and help them, find out who did this to Elizabeth and Lyric. And the whole time he was bullshitting him, and he goes, yeah, he called me once and never called me back. And I have those text messages. My mod's been out of the country. Actually, I saw her on Facebook that she went someplace out of the country, but I'm sure she'd still be okay to come up on panel and talk about it. And
Yeah. So that's the experience, and that is Lady Freedom is telling us her experience, the reason why she doesn't trust him, her interactions with him. That's enough for me. Okay, that's enough. And then to see his channel, knowing all of this that she has said, she ain't lying and she ain't wrong. Knowing all of this, you go onto his channel and you see the weirdo, the bushes, the trees are talking, and it's he's weird, man. This is my opinion.
well, and
Everybody's innocent, proving, I mean, I'm not trying to convict him or nothing. I'm just saying this is our opinion based on our experience. And there's something not right here. So beware. And it's just not with his channel, though, y'all.
Yep.
People are channeling you. They are coming into your brain. They are taking your time. They are molding your thoughts. Be wary of people that you are giving your time to. You know what I'm saying? Like, guard your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Guard your energy, man. That's some weird ass shit.
Well,
It's
and
some
This
weird.
is
I'm
the
just
second.
afraid of what I might do if I ever find out that he ever, did that to Seth. It would really upset me. You know what I mean? To the point of I would be reporting him. I would be doing
Yeah.
everything in my power to make sure that shit was shut down as fast as possible, because it's like not right to do to anybody, but just knowing, and covering Sebastian's case as long as I have, to see him do that, to because I didn't know who Lyric and Elizabeth were before this. I did not. But me being invested in the case, and me knowing that, he hurt Seth, it would really tick me off. I mean, I would have his channel taken down. And so I wanted to just make sure that I, since I do know, you, and I knew that I could trust you, and that you would believe me. That's why I told you, because I thought, you know, he really doesn't want to do that. That would really not be, not to be Kathy Bowerstocks over here, but that wouldn't be wise. It just wouldn't
We
be
got your
wise.
back. We got your back, girl.
But you see it. You see the hurt. We've all watched it. We've all watched how that's all Seth wants, and for him to mess with parents like that of a missing kid. And like I said, I think he likes holding the information over people's heads. I really do. And if that's a person that people want to follow, I can't help them.
Well, the other reason he should be reported, in the very, very small event, it's true, that retired police officer probably should be investigated. Just saying.
Oh, that's a great
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, like Shauna said, no, we're not talking about white boy. We're not talking about white boy. No, not this time. I mean, that's a whole nother show, honey.
Well, he would have got the same treatment.
That's a whole nother show. And
Yeah.
and y'all, when I do that one, when I go hard, y'all just know that, I mean, that little boy voice that he's got, I mean, I'm gonna go hard on that. I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna be common as hell. I can be common, okay? When I say common, I'm talking about I can be hard and rude and cruel. And that is one person that y'all really don't want to hear me. Y'all might want to. Y'all might like to. I might really feel much better after I talk about white boy. His name says it all right there. I mean, he's got a little boy voice, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. But we're not talking about white boy. We're talking about Rich and Ruby. Yeah, we're talking about Rich and Ruby. Yeah. And I would report it too. I would report it too. I think everybody should report it. I think we should be reporting it, that he's got inside information. We want to fucking know. Dude, don't be coming on here saying you got inside information. You got some retired police officer telling you stuff. You got some kind of hidden intel that's telling you that we done found a year and a half ago, we done found evidence of Sebastian in the landfill that just hasn't come out yet. That we got evidence that, some hidden emails that were just tucked away in a PDF. Okay, what were they? From the retired police officer. You ain't got nothing to hide if it's a retired police officer. There's no legality to that. That's like me and you giving each other information and then putting it online. Get the fuck out of here, man. Shit or get off the pot. We want to see it. Call him out. Call him out on it. You got some shit? Let us see it. You haven't even let Seth see it? You got some inside intel? Are you not giving it to the parents? You're just going to hold it and just act like you got some kind of great info? Click and no. Stop. Stop it, dude.
And I do have to say too, Jen, I agree with everything you're saying. And I think that if he really did have that information, then he would have been trying to maybe get over to Dolly and say, hey, I know Seth was on your show. Do you know a way that I can get a hold of him? Something like that. But he's not doing that. He's doing it so people think he's got the inside information and they follow him and share him on X. And, but people really need to think about, like you said, how does that even work, like that? Because they're not sending retired, agents anything. I mean, they just don't do that. They may talk amongst themselves, and you might ask a buddy, hey, when we worked on this case, I have this other case has come about. What do you think about it? Something like that, I'm sure happens all the time. But classified information or information that's not supposed to be out, they don't do that.
No, I'm not buying it. Are you, Liane? I mean, are you buying it? Because I'm not buying it. I'm not going hook, line, and sinker here. I want to see proof. Dude, you got some inside intel from a retired police officer? Share it. Let's see it. Let's talk about it. Let's see it. I want to see proof. I want to see receipts. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Well, and I'm surprised people don't say that, but I know that if they believe somebody, sometimes they don't want to upset other people too, because like people didn't come out and tell me things about, you know, well, I won't even mention her name, but I'll just say once I said something about it, people started coming out of the woodwork and saying, yeah, did you see this Reddit post? Did you see this? Did you see this? You know, because they don't want to rock the boat. And a lot of creators don't like to, you know, be told that they're wrong. I'm not one of those. I would rather somebody tell me I'm wrong and I could fix it than to, you know, because I'm not right all the time. I'm just not right all the time. Um, but
Oh,
I
I'm
think
getting it,
people are
Shauna.
afraid.
Getting it. I'm getting it. Leanne, are you still here or are you going night night?
I'm still here, but I am going to go night night soon because it is 12:30 my time.
I
I'm just
know
too
it, sweetheart. I know.
late.
I don't want to.
Lady Freedom, I see you go live and I'm like, girl, you must be out west. Excuse
I'm
me.
actually Eastern time. I'm
I
Eastern
know
time.
you're a
So
night bird.
yes, yes, I am. I go to lie down and I can't get to sleep, so I figure I might as well be up there,
Oh
talking.
my God. I went to get on the other night when you went on and I'm like, oh my God, girl, I'm so sorry. I can't. So
I know. Well, I'm glad when I get to catch your live. I'm glad when I get to catch anybody's live. I really am because I know people are working so hard. That's why again, I don't want to knock anybody for what they're doing as long as they're doing good, but like this, I was like I do not want to see down the road a text message or hear about, this happening to Seth, like he gets his hopes up like there's some information and this guy, you know, is just
yeah,
pulling everybody's chain, like, what Jen said.
yeah.
No, Rich and Ruby is in Texas, right? Lady Freedom.
Hmm. Yes, he is.
What city in Texas do you know?
Victoria.
Okay. So he's in Victoria, Texas. He's not a local. I mean,
Mm-mm.
and I'm the only local, and I'm not bashing anybody that's not local. I mean, cover the case. I mean, cover the case nationwide. That's cool with me. You don't have to be from Tennessee. Y'all know from my accent, I'm sure that I'm definitely from Tennessee. And especially the way that I go hard when I get common. Yeah, I'm from Nashville too. Born and raised. Born and raised in Nashville. Grew up in the 615 in Antioch. I graduated from Antioch. Okay. So don't fucking fuck with me. I'm not the one. And this dude is not just messing with Sebastian's case, but he's messing with the head of us. He's playing mind games. And I don't do mind games too well. You're in Cane Ridge? Oh wow. Okay. Well then you know. You know about Antioch then. You know about where I come from. And so yeah, I mean, Jelly Roll, if y'all know Jelly Roll, definitely a
Like
Woodbine.
Jelly Roll.
Yeah, Jelly Roll, Antioch Woodbine. I mean, I'm down with it. I'm down with it. So don't fuck with me. We was raised in the same hood, me and Jelly, raised in the same hood, knowing the same people. And one of his homeboys just passed away. Probably OD.
Aw. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah.
Eric
Mhm.
McNally, he just passed away, and he was hating on Jelly because a lot of people be hating on Jason, be hating on Jay because he made it big and they didn't. but they stayed in the hood and he rose above it. And that's pretty much what I'm getting at tonight is we need to rise above the bullshit. Okay, rise above the bullshit. And let's really, if anybody really wants to find these kids, we have to find them together using the information that we know. I shouldn't just now be hearing about a damn post from Chris Proudfoot that I didn't see a year and a half ago. And I appreciate you, Lady Freedom, for sending that to me because he and Canada are in transit all day today. All day. When I say in transit, that means that they are the same. Like they are the same. Same degrees and everything. Canada has the same degree as Sebastian Moon. I'm just saying, yeah, together. Together. But anyway, I want to let you guys go. I want to let Lady Freedom do her thing. Let Liane go to sleep. Y'all get on Lady Freedom's live. She's about to go live here in a little bit. I don't know. What are you going to be talking about, Lady Freedom?
Well, I'm just going to talk about Sebastian and JENN. I wanted, excuse me, I wanted to do the update from at night. They said they're doing some facial recognition. I don't know if that's at the Texas Roadhouse or what. I just kind of want to see what other people thought about it because I read it and I shared it, you know, which I don't share everything that they put out. But I thought, okay, if you're gonna look at, because I think that green hoodie's weird, and the yellow coat, all of them are weird.
Me personally, I'm not really with the at night. I don't think that at night has any intelligence at all. That's my opinion. Seth and I, just because I talk to Seth and I'm local, definitely doesn't mean that we agree on everything. And he allows me to have my own opinion. So that is good because he's smart enough to know that I need my own opinion.
Well,
I'm
I
going to
know
have
that's what
it.
always got me laughing because I'm like, I highly doubt Seth tells anybody how to run their channel because I know that was a big rumor for a minute, and I'm like, for one, he's not going to do that. I mean, for two, I don't know how well received it'd be from, crazy ladies like us. But yeah, no, I know they were saying that for a while, and I just think for myself, and I want everybody else to do that too. I don't, you know, I really respect that too. It's like, let's discuss it. We don't have to believe everything we read.
Well, I'm trying to be really, really respectful. Seth is having a lot of problems with his vehicle. He has been. I think somebody's put something in his gas tank. I'm just saying. So does Jeff. And I think that Seth has a lot on him. I think that he thinks that Sebastian is somewhere and he doesn't know where. I feel like he could that is the hope that keeps him going, but he still doesn't sleep good at night. He does have a hard time, and I know that his aunt has just passed away, and that's one of the family members that he felt like he could that really loved him, that loved him for him, that was he was really close to. And so, I'm trying to be as respectful as I can, but at the same time, I have my own channel, I have my own thoughts, I have my own things, and if I want to get on here and I want to bitch, I'm going to. He ain't my daddy, and Tony Mathis is definitely not my daddy, and nobody can tell me what the fuck to do. And Seth knows this. I am who I am.
Preach it.
And
That's what,
that's
at our age, if you're not there yet, then give it up. Like we are, like, we've got way too much wisdom to fucking let anybody else tell us how we're going to live our life. So good for you, girl.
That's true. Yeah. Well, and everybody works so hard on
right.
what they're creating, what they work on, that was always so silly to me. I'm like, there's no way that, and I'm sorry to hear about Seth's aunt. I didn't know that.
Yeah, his aunt's passed away, and you know, Liane, MMO, she was feeling that. She was sensing that something was coming. You know, so it's not like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure Tony is still working with Seth. I mean, you know, I don't know that he is working with Seth, but he is still, you know, Seth has a whole team. And whether they get along, whether they see eye to eye, whether they agree, it's just like us up on the panel. We may not agree on everything, but we still have an ultimate goal, and that is to find Sebastian. That is to find Sebastian. And Town Chat Cafe, you know, about the Wembley area, London, the UK, of course, they do. They go to the UK, but the strongest right now leaving from the Roadhouse is going to France. So I am looking at the UK, I'm looking at France. But today, the transits are with Sebastian and Canada. Sebastian and Canada. You know what the transits are with Canada? Well, all you got to do is look at Gavin Newsom. Google it. Canada, Gavin Newsom, and Trump. They're all in transit together all day, throwing up on itself with Sebastian and Canada. All of those you are going to see in the transits. You're going to see it in the news. You're going to see it with Google. And make your own opinion with it. Make your own opinion with how this is coinciding with Sebastian today. It's all day today and tomorrow. So what's my channel? Astrology for Mystics with Jen. Yeah, the only goal is to find Sebastian. That is my only goal. That is what I work hard on. And everybody that knows me, including Seth, knows that that's all I care about. I don't care about any of the other bullshit. What can lead me to Sebastian? That's all I want. And when he gets hard on me and he says, I don't care about anything, where can we find Sebastian? That's when me and him could kind of get into it, because I'm like, I'm trying. I need your help. What schools have y'all talked about? What is this? What is that? I mean, I need information. Without information, y'all, I've created a whole fucking map. I can't work it by myself. So I rely on Seth and y'all, all of y'all, to give me information. And the information that Weirdo was talking about on his channel with Canada was some good information. Other than that, he can kick rocks with his dumbass shit.
Yeah, and Chris said that he was going, you know, to look for jobs in Canada back in December.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crane
I
operator.
I have not seen that. I know that you linked it, or you were going to link it, but I never saw it. If you could send it to me at Jennifer T. Jennings at gmail.com. It's on my about me. You can find my email. Send it to me. Send me a link to that video, and I will definitely watch it. Definitely. All right, guys. I know you got a lot to do, Lady Freedom. I love you. I thank you for coming up.
Jen. I love you too. I so appreciate you, because you know.
Liane. I love you
Thank
guys.
you, Liane. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. Nice to be up with you, Lady Freedom.
I think Sebastian's up. All right, night, y'all. Good night, you guys.
Good night.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so much. Peace out. Peace out.
Clean like your soul, won't be forgotten. We stand strong for you, never give up. Seek justice and truth. Day and night we search. Community gathers, wipe the tears away. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's army, we march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, babe. It lingers on, but strength we carry will keep you strong. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's army, we march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, hey, it lingers on, but strength we carry will keep you strong. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's on.